Welcome to this sprint. I attract my ideal clients. Over the next few days, you're going to be digging deeper than you did last week to really make sure that you can connect with your ideal client using LinkedIn. So I just want to give you a quick summary of what's to come this week, give you a little context so you know what you're getting yourself into. It might be that you didn't get all the work done from last week. I don't think that should keep you from moving forward. All the stuff we're going to do this week just complements what you're doing. And so I would say if you've got time to fit them both in, get your homework done that you didn't quite get done, and continue, that's totally fine. Here's what we're going to do this week. And I probably should have wrote this down. Let's just see if I can remember. What we're going to talk about in day one. So first off, we're going to talk about your superpowers or your unique selling proposition. So what is it that you bring to the table that is attractive or captures the attention of your ideal client? We want to make sure we can articulate that effectively in your social media so that way your best self is being seen online. So what is your superpowers? We're going to talk about it. It's a little bit of head work, and then we're going to take that information and we're going to use it to actually attract your ideal client. So then the next day we're going to talk about who is your ideal client? What do they look like? And I've got a cool process that you can go through to think on who are your favorite clients. If you could have 5 more of, if you look at all your clients and you could have, who are my top 3 clients? Could I actually get 10 more of each of them? What would your book look like? What would your business feel like? So it's going to go through the process of really identifying who is your ideal client, what makes them up. And then the next day, we're going to talk about your buyer's journey. And so we're going to say, okay, now that we know what your superpowers are, who your ideal client is, and why they are interested in you, let's look at their buyer's journey. So what are the questions that they ask along the process of solving their problems? And then we're going to talk about how can you create content that specifically takes from the buyer's journey needs, the ideal client, and your superpowers and puts that all together to create some really powerful content that is going to make LinkedIn become the best employee ever. Because this employee is going to start attracting your ideal client and connecting with them and bringing them together and helping them see how awesome you are. And it's just going to be up there working 24/7. So that's what that day's about. So then the next day, or the fourth day, depending on when you start this, in my mind, I always think of Monday through Friday. But on the 4th day, we are going to dig deeper into calls to action. So we want to make sure that your profile and the content that you share really is taking them to the next step. It's very, has a path. It's not just, here's some cool information, but it's information that's driving them to take a specific action that you want them to take to deepen your relationship or to engage with you. So that way you can solve their problems and be the best agent ever. And then finally on Friday or the 5th day, that training is going to go through a scheduling tool I've created to make sure that you can sit down once or twice a week and do some specific steps that are really going to make sure your profile stays optimized, but more importantly, help you develop relationships and build your network so that way you can start having these opportunities to grow your business and to find more opportunities that you had before. So that's what this week is about. Jump in. I hope you're excited about it. I can't lie. There's some work going on, and we're going to have to look introspectively a little bit this week. But if you do the work this week, you are going to be so far ahead of everyone else in this space. And you're going to be, if you're like others, you're going to really be excited about how just intuitively social media can actually work and become part of your sales process. So that's what this week's about. And I'll quit talking so you can get started. So good luck, and I'll see you in the training.